Please like and subscribe. Let's grow NAIA basketball. Thank you. Cascade Hoops Talk, bringing the world NAIA basketball one podcast at a time. Hey, this is Cascade Hoops Talk, Billy D. Well, today's December 19th. It's a Tuesday. Several games tonight. Some real good ones. We're going to talk about them. We're also going to have Colby Blaine, head men's basketball coach at the College of Idaho. So why don't we get right at it and find out what's going on around NAIA basketball tonight. So I want to remind everybody that today at 2 p.m. Central, number 2 Langston is going to play number 4 LSU, the Pilots. Two great teams, both very athletic teams. This is must-see NAIA basketball. If you're anywhere near the area, get down and watch that game. If not, find a video feed and watch these two teams play. So everybody knows that College of Idaho, they're 9-2. They fell earlier in the season to Vanguard, and then they fell at the beginning of the Cascade Conference to Southern Oregon. Rumors of their demise were premature. They've won 5 straight now, and we wanted to catch up with Colby Blaine and ask him about playing with a target on his back. Cascade Hoops Talk, Billy D. Haggett. I got Colby Blaine. He's the head men's basketball coach, College of Idaho. Welcome, Coach. Thanks for being on the show.
You bet, Bill. Good to hear from you.
So, Colby, every weekend, I mean, you got this huge target on your back. It's somebody else's opportunity to win just a huge statement game. You know, this weekend over at Multnomah, all that buildup, I know you're aware of it. And, you know, it's that way every weekend for you. Just talk about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's real. You look at any sport and any team in America, pros, college, high school, you know, anybody who wins their national championship or, you know, their final championship, they do play with a target on their back. And what that means is two things. One is the other opponents certainly get up for that game every night. Like every single opponent, they wake up that morning and they're feeling like this is their chance to play well. But I think it's the internal stress or the internal pressures that you take on as the team trying to follow that championship. And I think we've done a really nice job. One thing, we do take on the pressures of having, we had a couple streaks going this year and you can feel it in the game. If you were to lose, the streaks are going away. And so it's certainly a mindset, but I do think over the last couple of weeks, we've really tried to just break the games down into small segments, and we're trying to celebrate plays within the game that don't have to deal with statistics, maybe some defensive techniques that we've been practicing, some different offensive concepts we've been practicing. And so we really just try to evaluate the game on small little goals. And we know if we stay focused like that, we know the results will come.
I wasn't able to go to the game on Friday, but just from the box score, it appears that your guys came in really focused. You just crushed them on the boards. You held them to, I think, 33% shooting. You just absolutely wouldn't get going from 3. Talk about your mindset coming into that game.
Yeah, well, everybody, you talk about us having the target on our back. Well, Multnomah had the target last week. They were coming off an incrediable trip down to Arizona.
That's true.
They had just won 2 really good games, and that hyped our guys up. That we were like, all right, we got an opponent that is playing really well right now, and so that was a challenge for us. And when we have challenges, we play really well, which was exciting. But that game was a 40-minute commitment to our system. Multnomah hung in there with us early. They were up on the boards at halftime, and then we ended up beating them by about 16, I think, at the end of the game. And so that was a real realization for us that it's a 40-minute game, that we got to play every segment of the game the best that we can, because there's different parts of the game. The start is different than the end of the first half. The start of the second half is different than the end of the second half. So I thought we really played all 40 minutes really well there.
The other thing I wanted to ask is, Most people don't know, probably a lot of people don't know, you live out on the edge of the Cascade Conference, and the Cascade Conference is long travel anyway. So the 2 trips you've made so far, that weekend when you had to go over to Southern Oregon, Oregon Tech, there was, people don't know, there were storms all the way from Boise and you had to cross the Cascades twice. And then this weekend you had to, go clear to Portland. Just talk about the travel and what a grind that can be.
Yeah, the hours are long. Friday night we play at 7:30, and then we turn around and we play Saturday at 5. So it's almost a 21-hour turnaround. And so really it's not about your prep, in between those hours. That's about just sleep and regroup. And so you got to be ready before you tip off on Friday night for the entire weekend. And that makes it even harder because you're sitting on the bus for a long time. But I will tell you, I'm really proud of our team. I always enjoy the Cascade road trips. That's where we really bond together. We get to eat together and hang out in the hotels and have that challenge on the road. And I'm really proud. We've started 4 of our first 5 conference games on the road.
Yeah.
We've done our job so far. We're 4-1 in conference. We're sitting in a really good spot right now.
You have, and I don't understand how that got scheduled, but you already played one of your Eastern games. You're going to turn right around and you have to go to LeGrand right after Christmas. That's a team that's much, much better than their record. And you gave them a pretty good thumping next time. They're really going to want to get you when you go to LeGrand.
Yeah, well, I think, the season is really long and everybody hits their hard times at different times. And I think we just caught Eastern on a night where they were a little fatigued and we were maybe hitting our stride a little bit. But I do expect with the Christmas break that, they're going to regroup, and trying to do the same thing at their place is just not typical, right? So we have to go in there and emotionally handle that, hey, they are going to give us a game and it could be very close at the end. And if we can handle that, then we'll have a chance.
It looks like it's really early, Colby, but it looks like the conference battle is going to be tough. I mean, it seems like to be one of those years that anybody can beat anybody. Anybody can surprise anybody. Just talk about your view of the conference up to this point.
Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of depth. We just played Warner Pack on Saturday night, and they hit 16 threes against us and closed the game to a one-possession game with 1 minute to go. And so they're talented. Multnoma's proven that they have the talent, that they can play with the best of the best. I think Southern and OIT are back to kind of what they traditionally are or want to be. They're healthy. They've got veterans. Southern, obviously, tough matchup for us. And they're leading the league. And then you got LC kind of sitting, quiet up in the North Idaho right now. They're leading the league. I think they're 4-0 or 5-0 right now. And they put some thumpings on some people. And so they're getting healthy and confident. And so I do think the league is kind of back to its traditional standards. And I think a lot of that's just having healthy teams and having their depth again.
Well, Colby, I wish you luck as you continue through this battle of the Cascade Conference. I'll see you when I get out to Caldwell. But I want to wish your team, and then everybody there in Caldwell, all your great fans, happy holiday. I always enjoy going out to College of Idaho for a game. That's one of my favorite places to go. So you guys have a happy holiday.
You bet, Bill. You too. We appreciate it. We will see you at the end of January, and I will make you a promise that OIT game will be the largest crowd of our year, which probably means a sellout. So
well, I already got my tickets, so I'm safe.
There you go. I love it.
Okay, that's Colby Blaine. He's head men's basketball coach, College of Idaho. Thank you, Colby.
You bet, Bill.
Hey, thank you very much to Colby Blaine and to College of Idaho to giving me a few minutes. Colby is always really good about responding if I try to get him on for a couple of minutes. So thank you very much, Coach. Well, tonight, Oklahoma Wesleyan, they hosted Texas Wesleyan. They're 11-1. They beat Texas Wesleyan 76-67. Jaden Litsky, 15 points, 5 rebounds. Nick Bean, 18 points, 9 rebounds. Oklahoma Wesleyan just seems like they're really rolling. They're off until January 3rd, and they'll play Avila. Arizona Christian, oh, man, they dropped 3 in a row. And, boy, they were playing for their proverbial life tonight against Providence. The game, I think Providence was ahead. Don't quote me on this, 4 or 5 points. Arizona Christian hit some key shots down the stretch. And then with 8 seconds to go, Dennis Flowers, he hit a 3-pointer that put the game away for them in overtime. They won that game 97-94. Dennis Flowers, he ended up with 22 points, 3 rebounds. Dominic Gonzalez, 21 points, 2 rebounds. Huge win for Arizona Christian. They're just a huge difference between 9-3 and 8-4. They really, really needed that win on December 21st, which is Thursday. They're going to play Benedictine Mesa. Rocky Mountain tonight, they played Mid-American Nazarene. And, Rocky Mountain's got this thing where they're falling behind at halftime. They did it against the Masters, and they got away with it. They did it against Marion, and they didn't get away with it. And tonight, they fell behind at half, and Mid-American Nazarene, I'm sorry, they just finished them off. Mid-American Nazarene beat them by 30. Makai Elmore, 27 points, 2 rebounds. Ed Wright, he had 20 points. And Anthony Brown, 10 points, 10 rebounds. Rocky Mountain, they go to 7-3. And on December 29th, they're going to play Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. Hey, how did the Pioneers, what'd they think of that big win? Let's take a look. They should have thrown Coach in the showers there. I think they had a good time. That was a big win for them. Congratulations to Mid-American Nazarene. The Masters tonight, they played Montana Western, a pesky Montana Western team. The Masters, they won this game 78-72. Look at that. Caleb Lowry, he's on fire. See that? 26 points, 15 rebounds. Caden Starr, 20 points, 8 rebounds. The Masters, they go to 10-3, and they're going to play Mount Royal University on December 29th. I have no idea who that is. But the Masters, they're 10-3, and I'm sure they're glad to be done with Montana Western. Olivet Nazarene, they're playing a tough duty. They had to go over to Hilo, Hawaii. They played Concordia, 2-game rumble in paradise, I called it. Two overtime game. Finished up. Concordia won at 108-103. It's just an instant classic. It's one of those games that it's really a shame for either side to lose. They put on a great show. Big win for the Bulldogs. For Olivet Nazarene, they go to 8-3. For Concordia Bulldogs, Noah Shutt, 25 points, 9 rebounds. He's one of the better all-around players in the country. And then Tristan Smith, 22 points, 8 rebounds. So no rest for Olivet Nazarene because tonight they're going to play another really tough GPAC team in Hastings, and Hastings is very good as well. Hey, another NAIA action, Coach Chris Wright, NAIA Coach of the Week, Hoop Dirt Coach of the Week. Congratulations to Coach Wright. Well-deserved there at Langston. Also, if I can get it up here, Bethel tonight, they beat Cumberland. Drew Lutz, 30 points, 7 rebounds, and Big James Anderson, 18 points, 7 rebounds. If you haven't seen Drew Lutz play, you definitely need to get on the video and watch them play. We're going to have, if all goes well, we're going to have Coach Steve Draben from Bethel with us tomorrow. Well, that's all I have for today. We'll be here tomorrow, and remember, we'll have Coach Steve Draben talking Bethel basketball. Thanks to everybody. I appreciate everybody who watches and listens, and I appreciate all the kind feedback I get, and I hope everybody enjoys the holiday with their family. But in the interim, we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you very much for supporting our podcast. Please like and subscribe. Get out to your local NAIA school, because NAIA basketball is the best entertainment value in America.